So as I mentioned in my previous blog post, because of my wonderful painful hands, I decided to start video blogging, or like some people like to say, blogging. I know that's a rather silly way to say it, but that's what people say. Today I wanted to tell you about something that I just came across here recently online. It's called oil pulling, and basically the premise is that you use organic oil that is food grade, and you essentially use it like a mouthwash, swish it around in your mouth for 15 to 20 minutes, and most experts seem to recommend doing it once a day. Others recommend 3 times a day. But for me, this was my first day, my first time trying it. There is a little bit of research on it that's been published, maybe 4 or 5 studies that I came across. They weren't really too conclusive, but my thought is that what's it going to hurt, really? And so I decided to start trying that today, partly because one of the supposed benefits of it is to detoxify. It's supposed to essentially draw out some of the toxins that are in your body, that are in your gums, in your mouth, and just draw that into the oil. And then, of course, you spit it out. You never swallow it, because that would defeat the purpose. Another reason that I wanted to try it is because I have not yet been able to find any dental floss that I can use without reacting to. It's been almost a year since I had my first episode of anaphylactic shock, and I still can't find any dental floss I can use. I've been wanting to save up to buy a water pick or other water-based dental flosser, but haven't been able to so far. And I'm not sure what the timeline is for being able to do so. So those are my reasons for trying out the oil pulling. I keep having to look to the side to remember what it's called, because I just recently came across it maybe a few days ago or so. What I used, since I'm allergic to coconut oil, I know a lot of people use organic coconut oil to do the oil pulling, but I'm allergic to coconut, so that's not an option. So what I had is organic sesame oil. It is indeed available on Amazon. It's by Spectrum Naturals. It's unrefined, organic, and I bought mine a little while ago at just a local grocery store. So you can go to your local grocery store, should be able to pick up some organic sesame oil. You want to be sure it's unrefined. The same thing for coconut oil. You want to be sure it's organic, unrefined, because if you use processed, then who knows what kind of crap is in it. And also the same with non-organic. I basically, what I did this morning was, before I ate my breakfast, drank my tea, took my medicine, brushed my teeth, any of that, I took just a tiny amount of the sesame oil, maybe half a teaspoon. I'm guessing. I'm not one for measuring when I cook, so I'm not one for measuring in general. But I just put a little bit on the spoon, put it in my mouth, swished it around, and used it sort of like mouthwash initially, but I got it under my tongue and in between my teeth, and of course I haven't been able to floss for quite some time, which I used to be an obsessive compulsive flosser, and my dentist actually told me years ago that I should not floss as much as I did. So there were actually a few seeds that came out while I was oil pulling, and I was able to do it for about 20 minutes, and that was my first time ever doing it. I did take a before picture, which I will post, and I'll continue to do this probably once a day, and eventually have an after picture. Some people say that it does whiten your teeth. I don't know if it whitens your teeth or not. That's obviously, my teeth can certainly use some whitening. So we'll see if that works or not with that. But I just wanted to share share that with you today. Um, once you are actually in the process of oil pulling, your saliva glands will activate, and you'll end up with, you'll think that you're going to like explode your mouth in saliva and spit, but you won't. It does, I promise, it does stop after a little bit. But I just set my timer on my phone and sat down and watched a documentary called Food Matters, and which I highly recommend as well. Um, and that's how it worked for me today. My teeth, I'm not sure, they seemed a little bit brighter afterwards, but I'm not entirely certain. I do know that it certainly didn't hurt me any, and hopefully it's a promising new thing to try. So until later, have a great day, and I will talk at you later.